So good morning, everyone, to this free webinar hosted by Prevention Plus Wellness, LLC, located here in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. My name is Dr. Chudley Wirch. I'm CEO and founder at Prevention Plus Wellness, PPW. So today, and by the way, we've got a very, very small group today. I think it's probably because it's summer now. And so it just, the enrollment dropped off today, but then also it could also be because this is the first adult prevention and wellness program we've had. So it may be that our listserv, our groups that we work with, and they do, I think, work primarily with young people, children, young adolescents, older adolescents, and on occasion young adults. But this is our first adult program, and maybe we don't have too many of our listserv members may not be working with adults. That could be it, or it could be the summer, or both of those things. But it is a beautiful day here, and I hope it's nice where you're at in California and the islands. Thanks for joining. So I'm recording this. I'll send this to everyone who's registered, even if you didn't make it today. But since it's just us three, Esther, Barbara, and myself, hey, let me know if you have any questions or have any comments or want to say anything as we go along. Florida, the land of retirement and hurricanes. Thank you, Barbara. That's true, and more. Retirement, hurricanes, and more. No hurricanes yet, but they're coming. And yes, definitely we have a lot of people that are retired here. So today is overview of the InShape Wellness Lifestyle Training program. So Wellness Lifestyle Training is an adaptation of the InShape program for young adults. InShape is evidence-based, was found to be effective in preventing and reducing alcohol use, heavy alcohol use, marijuana use, heavy alcohol use, increasing I can't remember several healthy behaviors, increasing quality of life, health-related quality of life. So really good outcomes from the InShape program. But we wanted to also have a program for adults beyond the 25-year-olds. And so this is our attempt to do that. And a little bit more emphasis on the wellness, less on the substance use. So this program is really cool. I think it can be implemented without a doubt to your peers as a personal professional development. So prevention and health specialists definitely need to practice the same wellness behaviors that we promote with our young people in our Prevention Plus Wellness programs. That is physical activity, healthy nutrition, sleep, and stress control, as well as avoiding for adults substance misuse that can really interfere with you achieving living a wellness lifestyle. So this is a great program. I believe that you'll be able to implement to your peers. You can implement this in community settings, work sites, etc. So I think it's going to, and by the way, we also put a version of this into a booklet format. I call it booklet because it's not very long. And that's available on Amazon. It's InShape Wellness Lifestyle Training. If you wanted to buy the book for yourself or for someone else, it's on Amazon under the name or under my name as well. So today I'm going to walk you through the manual. We'll look at the slides, and then whatever you guys want, just let me know. And Cali is a land of earthquakes and awake people. So here it is, InShape Wellness Lifestyle Training. Here's your table of contents. This is your manual. Like all of our programs, or most of our programs, I should say, you get a physical manual or digital manual, depending on which way you go. If you could buy the program individually for one person, you get a physical paper manual with the digital downloads of the slides and the reproducible materials, or you can get it on a license with a digital manual. And here are the table of contents. You have introduction, directions for implementation. The lesson script is in section 3, as you can see. a screening survey and goal plan. Section 4, there is evaluation materials. In section, that should be 5. Oh, there's an error already. Ugh. So many errors and problems and issues. So that should be 5. And healthy behavior goal setting, section 6. I'm going to have to go in and change that. So let's go ahead and go past intro and directions, and let's go directly to the script. Now, there's just one script, and the script is for presentation to a group of adults. Okay, so you can again present this, and since it's brand new, it's up to you really. You can present this in a community setting, in a work site, and just about anywhere where there are adults, in a clinical setting as well. The goal is to increase wellness lifestyles and to reduce substance misuse, harmful behaviors that can interfere with living a healthy life, to increase mental health, physical health, and just general well-being and productivity. So like our programs, you can see there's a lesson script, there's an introduction, the bracketed materials have the directions. It says show slide, you show the introductory slide. By the way, you can co-brand this slide if you want. You can put your logo on it, your organization's name if you want. And here it is. Welcome. Here's your introduction. Welcome to InShape Wellness Lifestyle Training. I'm going to talk with you about things that you can do to look and feel better based on your current wellness habits. Now, first, you'll be learning about links between engaging in specific wellness behaviors and resulting positive images. And then secondly, you'll have an opportunity to identify concrete goals to enhance your overall fitness, performance, and personal development. So that's it. Very brief introduction. You could expand it if you want, but that at least informs your group who you're presenting this to about the program. It's same as all of our other programs: 3-step evidence-based practices, model, screening, feedback, goal setting. The screening is designed to increase awareness of health habits among your audience, in this case, adults. Providing positive image feedback about how the wellness behaviors have many benefits, including desired images of themselves in the future, and how substance, in this case, substance misuse, can interfere with that. That increases motivation for change. And then goal setting to initiate that behavior change, a 7-day goal setting. And then you can continue that goal setting to increase self-regulation, skills, and self-efficacy. So you implement the screening survey, and then you provide feedback. And so the feedback follows the screening survey question. So there's a screening survey question on moderate physical activity. And then you identify, first of all, the benefits of moderate physical activity. First of all, there's reflection questions here. You want to get your audience to reflect on their individual lifestyle patterns, their health behaviors. So what types of moderate physical activity do you do, or might you like to do more of, or maybe try for the first time? And so then you highlight the benefits. Keeping physically active is a key to achieving fitness, maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Adults who engage in regular physical activity tend to feel more energetic, sleep better, and look and feel more physically fit, and so forth. So there's a couple of paragraphs of positive benefits and desired future images of moderate physical activity, and then how substance misuse. Now, we use the term more often misuse than use, because these are adults. They may want to drink alcohol. They may want, if they have legal marijuana in their state, they may want to use medical or even, recreational marijuana. If it's legal, it's up to them. But the misuse, heavy alcohol use, regular marijuana use, other drugs, nicotine, all of these can have a negative impact on achieving a wellness lifestyle and interfere with being physically active, eating well, getting sleep, controlling stress. So meanwhile, using too much alcohol, smoking cigarettes or vaping e-cigs, using cannabis regularly, or using other drugs can create can really interfere with creating a physically active lifestyle. And there's a lot of content here as to how this can happen, how substance misuse interferes. And then the feedback continues with muscle strengthening. Now, this is a difference from our other programs. This is the recommendation for adult physical activity by CDC and other national and international health and fitness organizations, that adults should get aerobic exercise and they should get muscle strengthening exercise. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So there's benefits of muscle strengthening exercise. Substance misuse interferes with achieving and engaging in that type of exercise, and then feedback on healthy nutrition. And again, these items are on the screening survey, and so you're providing feedback following the sequence of the screening survey items. Benefits of healthy nutrition. In this case, we're talking about eating a high nutritious meals, or what do we call it here? Nutrient dense foods. What does that mean? There's examples of that, but here's the benefits. Substance misuse interferes with nutrition, nutritional uptake, sufficient sleep. For adults, by the way, sleep is 7 hours or 8 hours, a typical minimum amount of sleep for adults, according to sleep health agencies. So benefits of sleep, lots of them: energy, rest, cognitively, functioning, success, etc. And substance misuse interferes with getting sleep, and then controlling stress, having adults engage in regular relaxation techniques. It could be what we've already talked about: nutrition, sleep, physical activity, but also other things like muscle relaxation. It could be prayer, it could be meditation, etc. A lot of benefits of stress control in your life, regular daily stress control, and how substance misuse really increases stress in your life, and so can interfere with you being a relaxed, peaceful person. And then there's a conclusion. Now, the conclusion is unique to the InShape programs. It asks the adults in this case, how do they see themselves? And you sort of put these at, sort of a bipolar, opposing fashion, so that it really sort of gets them to think more about this. So are you a physically active person or inactive? Are you athletic or non-athletic? Are you a healthy eater or junk food junkie? Well rested or frequently tired, relaxed or anxious, heavy drinker or a social non-drinker, nicotine smoker vapor or non-smoker vapor, regular cannabis drug user or non-drug user. So get them to think about their health habits and these various wellness components, and then recommendations for health. I'll show you that in a minute. Of course, multiple health behaviors, and then a goal setting. Let's take a look at that screening survey I was talking about. Here are the items in the screening survey. And again, screening survey is for the participants. You won't be collecting it. It's just for them and their awareness, and they could take it home with them. They could throw it out, whatever they want. Very simple, 5 or 6 items, yes, no responses. Most days of the week, you engage in moderate physical activity, at least 30 minutes. What is it? Here's some examples: fast walking, slow biking, skating, dancing, swimming. Second item is about, again, these are based on recommendations from health and fitness agencies. 2 or more days a week, you engage in muscle strengthening activities that work all major muscle groups, like legs, hips, back, abdomen, chest, shoulders, arms. This could be yoga, it could be weightlifting, it could be Pilates, etc. Does your everyday diet consist mostly of nutrient-dense foods? You usually get 7 to 8 hours sleep. Do you stress controls every day, like meditation, Tai Chi, yoga? Last 30 days, have you had 5 or more alcoholic drinks in a day for men, 4 or more for women? That's the definition, the typical definition of heavy drinking. We want adults certainly to avoid heavy drinking, the more dangerous drinking. And number 7, last 30 days, have you smoked regular cigarettes or vaped e-cigarettes? And 8, have you used cannabis, opioids for non-medical reasons or any illegal drugs? And then the goal plan, the recommendations are all these behaviors. Get 30 minutes, this is a goal. And of course, it's something to shoot for. 30 minutes most days a week of aerobic, moderate. It could be intense, moderate to intense aerobic physical activity, muscle strengthening twice a week, managing daily stress every day, eating a variety of healthy foods every day, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Most importantly, avoid heavy alcohol use as well as regular and e-cigarette use, cannabis use, illegal drug use. You could set a physical activity goal, and then you could set another wellness goal. And if you could find somebody, your teacher, your instructor, or a friend to co-sign, that increases motivation. And then there's some directions. And there's even a 7-day calendar log to monitor your behaviors over time. And that's the screening survey and the goal plan. Let me see, somebody said something. Qigong is a good one as well. Qigong is sort of like Tai Chi, I believe, isn't it? Something like that. So all of those, anything like that, anything that gets the body moving, and depending on your current fitness level and your age and that kind of thing, it doesn't take, it has to be tailored to where you're at in your life. And of course, I think a great thing is just putting on some comfortable shoes and getting out and walking in your neighborhood, walking your dog, etc. So we have evaluation materials for this program. Like most of our programs, we have a pre-post survey, so you can collect data on, is this program having an impact on reducing substance misuse and increasing the healthy behaviors of your adult population. We have an instructor survey to see if you're implementing the program with fidelity, as well as a checklist, as well as a fidelity checklist. And something new that we've added to this program are some goal setting goals and tips. So for example, and 5 categories here. Under physical activity, here's the recommendations for goals for an adult. You have 3 different scenarios here: 2 hours and 30 minutes, or in other words, 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise. So if you break that down at like 30 minutes every day, so that's what we're talking about, 150 for the week. And then number 2, muscle strengthening, 2 or more days. And there's different scenarios. So the second scenario is 1 hour and 15 minutes of vigorous intensity and muscle strengthening. Number 3 is moderate and vigorous intensity. So you have flexibility in the recommendations and the goals that you want to set. Some people want to do high intensity kinds of exercise and activities. Others don't want to or aren't unable to. So those are the goals under regular physical activity, key to living an active and fit lifestyle. And then there's some great weekly goal tips. So we give tips so that when you present this to your adult group, you have lots of ideas. So just get 10 more minutes of physical activity at a time, and that could be the physical activity goal for an adult. And so 10-minute chunks of physical activity works fine. It doesn't have to all be 30 minutes or 60 minutes or 45 minutes or 20 minutes. Chunks of 10 minutes work just fine. Number 2, eating healthy, key to feeling and performing your very best. Here are the goals according to nutritional organizations and online, governmental organizations, and some weekly goal tips. Number 3, adequate sleep, key to living a high energy lifestyle, at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And then some weekly goal tips. Number 4, stress control, key to being calm and in control. the goal here is to practice relaxation method every day to control stress. And there's some goal tips. And then number 5, substance misuse, key to reaching your healthy behavior goals. That's to, I should say that's avoid substance misuse. And then there's some goals there. And I think good stuff here too. Avoid heavy alcohol use, avoid tobacco, e-cigarettes, avoid prescription drug misuse. And certain people simply should not be using even legal substances, women who are or maybe pregnant, etc. So, and of course, you're familiar with this as prevention specialists, and weekly goal tips. So lots of good stuff in this InShape wellness training, wellness lifestyle training program. Let me just show you the slides to get a little sense of what the slides look like. And again, these slides can be tailored to your population. If you have like all African Americans, for example, you can put in all African Americans. Normally, you try to have diverse images, positive images, but like if you know, again, if you have a specific population or setting where you want to switch out images, you can do that. If you want to add a little extra content, you can do that. Just send that to us, those slides in advance, and we'll review them for you to make sure that they fit with the prevention plus wellness model. So see, again, there's that. So again, here it is, a cover slide. This slide reminds you and your audience that they can complete the screening survey, then the feedback. And there's a restatement of the first screening survey question. And the first feedback is you're going to be providing is on moderate physical activity, moderate aerobic physical activity, at least 30 minutes most days of the week, so that you get your 150 minutes in. And again, this is a guide. I mean, if you want, you can use other, you know, guideposts too. You could a number of steps, etc. Very, very flexible, but you want to get your adult group moving. It's the core to wellness. It's the core to physical activity. It's the core to wellness. That is physical activity. That is body movement, which is so often lacking in our lives. And there's the benefits. And here's how substance misuse interferes with being physically active. And then on to muscle strengthening. Here's the benefits. Here's how substance misuse interferes. So it's a good holistic messaging for your adult population. We really, I mean, it's the model. We really feel strongly that, number one, we have to address multiple healthy habits to improve the mental and physical health of adults as well as young people. And substance misuse is so negative toward that, and we have to address that as well to have a holistic intervention. And so it doesn't help, in other words, to say to take a narrow approach and just work on physical fitness, just work on exercise without talking about nutrition and sleep and stress control and substance misuse. So PBW programs are definitely holistic in that regard. Nutrient-dense foods, that's what they are, the benefits of them. Substance misuse interferes. Sleep benefits, how nicotine interferes, etc. Stress control or relaxation techniques, benefits. Substance use makes more stress. And here's your, you know, are you, think about yourself now. Are you physically active? Are you inactive? Are you athletic, non-athletic, healthy eater or junk food junkie? And then recommendations across all those behaviors, and then goal setting. So that's it. Good overview, I think, of the program. Any questions from you, Esther, Barbara? If you're still with us, you are. It's an audience. It's an audience, an intense audience. Audience of two. So thank you guys for joining. If there's anything I can do, if you want to see a sample, just just go to our website, preventionpluswellness.com, and you could message me if you want to have a sample. And again, really excited about this program. I think this program there's going to be more emphasis, I think, in the future on adult and older adult health and wellness and prevention. And so I think this will fill a real gap. And if you want to address it holistically, like all PPW programs, I think it's a nice fit if you're implementing any of our youth programs or young adult programs. By the way, we're building another version of this, a spin-off of this program called, I think it's called Wellness Weight Loss. So InShape Wellness Weight Loss. So we're taking this and we're focusing a little bit more heavily on the weight loss and weight maintenance issue. And we're also building a little extra content in what I'm calling food mindfulness. And that's a brand new program that'll be coming out within another week or so, or two, I would say. And that's InShape weight loss. And that's for adults as well. So you may want to look for that if you're interested in providing that to certain groups in your region. Can you do something on the change in language? Let's see here. Now, Esther, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you give me a little bit more information? Are you talking about translation into a different language? Weight loss is awesome. Thank you. Prevention starts in diapers. Yes, it does. Yep. And our beautiful granddaughter, Bellamy, who just turned 5 months, just rolled over for the first time. So grandma was working with her on that. I was giving her tummy time, what's called tummy time now. It's a new deal. So rolled over. So Bellamy's starting to get, she's very physically active. And so we're excited to, so you're right. Bellamy in diapers, wellness starts early, prevention starts early. Let's see, it's great. Can we have a PowerPoint? No, you cannot have a PowerPoint. You'd have to buy the program. I'm sorry, because it's a program that does. However, you know, you can go to Amazon and buy the book for not very much, and you could see the slides in the book if you want to, if you don't want to spend the whole amount for the program. That's the best I can do for you there. Let me see. I do want to make sure I'm missing any questions here. This is great. I am interested in stigma against substance misuse, which is definitely a major issue. No doubt. Wellness, weight loss sounds good. Can you do something about changing language? Yes. I hear Bill Gates is rolling out engineered meat now. Wow. So language, to go back to that, again, some of our organizations, not very many, will translate. The ones I'm thinking of in particular is in Hawaii. They're translating some of our materials in different languages that are unique to the Hawaiian Islands. We've translated some of our programs, primarily just a sport program at this point, into Spanish. So we could work with you on that. Either we could do that, or you can do that to translating, if that's what you're talking about, Esther. If you're talking about translating in some language for your island, you know, so let us know about that. Go to our website, preventionpluswellness.com, and drop us a note in the chat space, and we could talk a little bit about that. So definitely, if you're interested in buying this in language, you know, and language is a barrier to purchasing it, then let us know. We could look into translation costs, or you can translate the material. We can give you permission to translate the material and use it if you want. Okay, or language on substance use, okay? Or, and again, I'm not exactly sure what you mean on language on substance use, so. But thank you both, Esther, thank you, Barbara, for joining us today. Thank you for not leaving me alone here. And I've enjoyed a nice interaction with both of you. Have a great day. God bless you for what you do, for youth, for adults, for your communities, for families, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful summer. And hopefully we'll be able to work with you in the future. Okay, enjoy yourselves today. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.